Serba Dinamik Holdings' legal crusade against the market regulator and audit firm Ernst & Young Consulting hit a roadblock at the High Court today. Serba Dinamik failed in its bid to obtain an interim injunction against Bursa Malaysia Securities and EY to stop them from releasing a report on findings against the company. The High Court, however, granted Serba Dinamik's request for an adjournment of a hearing of the injunction application to respond to the affidavits filed by Bursa and EY. Serba Dinamik on November 5th filed a lawsuit against EY seeking to restrain the auditor from sharing any findings or opinions on the company. It earlier sued Bursa over the appointment of EY as the auditor to conduct a special independent review, which the company claimed was in excess of power, null and void, and of no effect. Separately, EY said that it disagrees with the position taken by Serba Dinamik, adding that it has undertaken its duties professionally and that it stands by all its actions to date. Serba Dinamik, which had appointed EY to undertake the SIR on July 2nd, is now seeking to nullify the latter's appointment as the reviewer. This was on grounds that EY was not registered as an auditor with the Audit Oversight Board and that the audit firm misled the company into thinking it meets the criteria to be appointed as the special independent reviewer. Meanwhile, it was reported that Serba Dinamik has missed the coupon payment due on its $300 million sukuk on November 9th. The coupon payment that was due is about $9.45 million, a back of the envelope calculation shows. It is understood that the non-payment does not constitute a default yet, as the bond covenant includes a 30-day grace period for the coupon payment to be made from the due date. Former Prime Minister Datuk Sri Najib wielded ultimate power when it came to decision-making in 1MDB, its former CFO Azmi Tahir told the High Court today. Azmi, the 12th prosecution witness in the 1MDB Tanore trial, said the structure of the company gave Najib the ultimate power in making decisions in the company despite there being a board of directors. He also said that instructions from fugitive low-tech Joe were as good as orders from Najib himself. Azmi adds that there were many private actions going on behind the scenes at 1MDB that were arranged by Low through instructions and with blessings from Najib. Azmi also told the court that he couldn't question decisions to transfer $3 billion of 1MDB funds to third parties as these instructions came from Najib. The funds, which were raised from bonds issued by 1MDB subsidiary 1MDB Global Investment, were initially sent to its account with BSI Bank at Lugano in Switzerland. It was eventually transferred to three investment funds before moving to Tanore Finance Corp and Granton Property Holding, and from there a total of $681 million was transferred into Najib's personal accounts. Shareholders of AirAsia Group have approved of the airline's proposed cash call to raise more than R1 billion to recapitalise the company that has been badly affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. At the company's EGM on Thursday, the proposal was passed by 461 shareholders, holding a total of 2.23 billion shares, indicating 99.95% support. Around half of the funds from the exercise have been earmarked for working capital, including staff-related costs, variable costs, IT operating expenses, and other general requirements. Around 12% will go towards marketing and expansion costs as well as other technology developments of AirAsia Digital. The balance will be used towards fuel hedging settlements and aircraft lease and maintenance payments of the airline business. This is on top of the $500 million Dana Jamin guaranteed loan that was secured in October, as well as a private placement of 470.21 million shares, raising a total of 336.46 million in March. The latest cash call offers shareholders the right to buy 2 redeemable convertible unsecured Islamic debt securities with 1 free detachable warrant for every 6 AirAsia shares held. Each RQuids will be priced at a nominal value of 75 cents apiece. Supermax Healthcare Canada is undertaking an independent auditing process of the working conditions at its facilities in place. In a statement, SHC says the audit was being conducted by an independent firm specializing in compliance with International Labour Organization criteria. This is after the US Customs and Border Protection issued a withhold release order against the company and its subsidiaries' products on forced labour allegations. SHC says that it takes these allegations very seriously. To recap, last month, CBP said that its officers at all US ports of entry would detain disposable gloves produced by Supermax Corp's wholly owned subsidiaries, Maxter Glove Manufacturing, Maxwell Glove Manufacturing and Supermax Glove Manufacturing based on these allegations. Supermos said in a BOS filing that its US representatives were in touch with CBP to obtain more clarity and information on the WRO issued and required measures going forward. It also said Supermax had embarked on its undertaking to meet the ILO standards on migrant workers since 2019. Malaysia will reopen its borders to international visitors by Jan 1st at the latest, a government advisory council said on Thursday, Reuters reports. This as Malaysia seeks to revive its ailing tourism sector. Former PM Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, who chairs the council tasked with spearheading Malaysia's economic recovery program, says that the tourism industry is recovering too slowly without foreigners. Muhyiddin adds that operators need time to resume their businesses. However, he says that infection control measures such as COVID-19 tests will remain in place, with authorities to determine entry based on the COVID-19 situation in originating countries and other factors. He did not state when a firm date for reopening will be announced, but said the decision is still being detailed by health and security agencies. Malaysia this week announced that it will launch a vaccinated travel lane with Singapore on November 29th, allowing quarantine-free travel for inoculated people between the two countries. It has also agreed with Indonesia to introduce a similar travel corridor on a gradual basis.